Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, let's make, every possible positive use of our chances of life today, this morning here. Welcome to another episode of, Weekday Rendezvous. And, usually around this time here, we try to start off with a meditation or music and this conscious vibes in the morning. And to start us off, we have our first guest there for the morning, for the program. We have Mr. File, the healer, Landa, of course, here with us, speaking about his calypso journey, his calypso song this morning, and also just what he's bringing to the table and some of the insights behind his new calypso song called My Glory. So this morning here we're going to just get straight into the topic. We're going to allow him to introduce himself. And by the way, we are also live on Facebook, so you can go to Facebook, Dominica's Facebook, Dominica's Broadcasting Facebook page, DBS Radio. That'll be live. Feel free to share and share it for a friend and let them know that Weekday Rendezvous is on. So good morning, Mr. Landa. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning to you, Hassan, and good morning to the listening public of DBS Radio, to those of you tuned in via Facebook, as well as to all the frequencies on DBS Radio. I want to say a special good morning to every last one of you, the Calypso lovers out there, and especially my fellow starter mites. I want to say good morning to you all.
All right, good morning. All right, so we're just gonna give you your justice. We're gonna play your song a little bit, let it play, let it rock, let people know who you are, what you sound like, and what you bring to the table. So this one here by the healer called My Glory Story.
Everyone sees your glory, but no one knows your story. Spotlight's glow, they all admire a life of triumph rising higher. But they can't see the battles fought, the struggles faced and the lessons taught. In this spotlight's gleam, they all applaud a life of all things money afford. But beneath the surface of battle roars, the struggles faced behind closed doors. Through sleepless nights and tears that fell, fighting darkness, conquering hell. All the dreams I hold, I chose to fight. In the name of Christ, I found my might. Alright, everyone sees your glory, but no one knows your.
Yes, so let us know what was the inspiration behind that. Though it might be direct, but let us know what was the inspiration.
Well, this song, while the title of it is My Glory Story, I always tell people who've asked me, it's not really just mine, it's yours as well. It's all of our story. Because we see people walking through life, going around, being their jolly good selves. We never really see the man behind what you see outside. So Kaiso, I think, Calypso rather, is something that is all about telling the truth about what's going on in society today. We have the political songs, we have the inspirational songs,
Right.
and this is one of the songs that I think embodies the true essence of who we are as people, recognizing that it's not just what is at face value, who is there in front of you. There's always a story behind this glory that you are seeing. This song was beautifully penned by Kurt Allen out of Trinidad.
Okay.
He took his time and cooked this one, I would say, and really embodied a lot of what I believe we as public figures, through Calypso, through your personal life, through once you're outside there, and people are looking at you, they see one thing but never really realize there's another side to the coin.
Right.
And this is really what this song is about, recognizing, and as the chorus hook line says,
Yeah.
everyone sees your glory, but no one knows your story.
Indeed, indeed. Well, that's a very interesting story right there. I didn't know you were not the one who wrote it though, because the way you flow on it and the way you did it
And that's the funny thing, it's actually something that I never sing a calypso that I don't believe in. And when I heard it, I was like, okay, yeah, this one is for me. This is about me, and this is about you. This is about the people of Dominica, because we always, before something happens to someone, we always say, oh wow, he's doing well, or he's doing this, or he or if something goes bad, we're always going behind what is the face value. We're not recognizing that there is a story behind every individual.
Indeed, indeed. Let's hear this one a little bit more again. You can feel free to sing along. Let people catch the vibe,
I'll find my shelter forever.
Firelander, also known as the healer with this one, My Glory Story. Of course, as he just stated, we all have our own story, and some songs, resonate with us, regardless of who you are, where you are, what you're doing, so that's definitely one of those songs, So when you get on stage, right, and you start to perform that song, maybe not just this song, but what is the mindset like? What do you put yourself into the healer type of a mentality, or are you just being yourself?
Well, many persons tell me that they always see a different person on stage. Persons used to think I'm very quiet and very reserved, because, but it just comes to the idea of it's a storytelling type of thing.
Right.
That's what calypso is about. Every calypso has to have a storyline behind it, and that's one of the things that is judged. Right. And calypso is also the voice of the people, recognizing that there are certain issues, certain problems that people are facing, both social and otherwise, that needs to be addressed. And you, the calypsonian, in those 5 to 7 minutes that you are on stage, you are the voice of the people, the voice of the voiceless, those who don't have the courage to step on a stage, pick up a mic and go sing, those who feel I'm not capable of voicing my concerns.
Right.
And this song here, as I said, while the name is My Glory Story, I embody recognizing that there's somebody out there who is struggling, but they're out there smiling.
Right.
They're walking the walk, they're going out there, they're being the person that society wants them to be. Right. But not recognize, and people don't recognize, okay, when that person falls, it's because that they're a human being too.
Right.
And this song also has a very spiritual aspect behind it, recognizing that there's a higher power that which each of us gathers strength from. And as a result, personally, this is where the song changes. It's almost somewhat of a gospel lips, if you will.
When he spoke about your Christian, Christ and everything.
Yes. So in that sense, that my higher power is God. Yours may be different, someone else may be something different, but recognizing that there is always some higher power that we seek that strength from, that power that guides us and empowers us to be who we are every single day. Wake up in the morning, put on a smile, and like same way women walk around and put on their makeup to get out there. A lot of us who are walking out without makeup, but we are putting on a smile because you have to walk outside with a smile. You have to present as something that's positive, not recognizing that there's a deep, in some cases, darkness that is within that is trying to hold you back, but you have to fight to live another day and see another day.
Right. It's almost like a gospel lip, so for real.
Yeah.
Look at it in that way.
No one knows your story. In your truth, I will find my way. With you, I will never sway. With your strength, my faith survives. It's your love, I will stay alive, alive.
Okay, so what is the story behind the name Healer? And I know people may have already known your Calypso journey and whatnot, but what is the journey, or what is the story behind your mindset to decide, I'm going to go into Calypso? Because you also do other stuff as, in the executive. You also do, I believe, working with Red Cross and other things. So how do you then balance that with your Calypso journey and story?
Well, Calypso started for me back in high school, actually. So in 2012, I believe, I would have decided that I wanted to do Junior Calypso Monarch. I participated for 3 years up until when I left high school. I think 13 and 14, I participated, and I got my first experience on stage. Prior to that, I never really enjoyed stage and in being in the forefront. But
Right.
it always happened, and I grew up learning that calypso was in fact the voice of the people.
Mm.
And when I sang calypso initially, my stage name was Mighty P for fire. But I remember I was speaking to someone, and they're like, "Well, when you get into the big leagues, you're gonna have to change your name because Mighty P sounds a little
Yeah,
immature and childish."
Yes.
I say, "Okay, cool, no problem." And I thought about it, and from young, I've always wanted to work within the health field and work within the a medical field, and it took a turn such that when I thought about it and thought about all the roles that Calypsonians have, you are advocates, you are a teacher, you're a preacher. One of the biggest things that you are a healer, because you are now going out there and trying to fix the societal issues that are there, and you're doing so through music. And as a result, I said, okay, well, healer sounds like a good name. And then I thought about it and ran it past a few persons. And in 2017, when I came into Calypso with the song, then I believe one of the songs that most persons, when they think about me in Calypso, they think about that one. I believe it was about healing the nation and about, so it sort of meshed. And
Right.
ever since, this is the type of kaiso that I bring forward in terms of healing mentality, in terms of a solution-oriented Calypso genre or Calypso presentation, not necessarily just coming and identifying, there's a problem that exists, but coming with actual solutions through the music and being the voice of the people and being an advocate and being a healer.
Nice. So do you have like a favorite line or favorite chorus in that song in terms of where you feel like this is where you're doing the most healing for your music?
So this one, for I think in the first verse, where in sort of the pre-chorus, where I say, "Through sleepless nights and tears that fell, fighting darkness and conquering hell, all the dreams I hold, I chose to fight. With you by my side, I will never fall." So basically, this is what the song is saying, is that there's been so much to get to where you are right now.
Right.
It's, trust me, while people see me as a nurse, see me as president of the youth council, see me as a Calypsonian, there have been moments where I just wanted to say, let's finish it at that's not for me.
Right.
But knowing that, going through moments of prayer and sitting down and saying, boy, we need to figure this out. We need to
Okay.
there's a reason why you're still here. And I fought to, and sometimes it gets a bit emotional when you think about the things that you go through and wonder, is it even really worth it? But recognizing that there is a higher power that keeps giving you the strength, keeps waking you up every day, keeps giving you the voice
Right.
to go on stage, and the courage when you feel like, oh God, I hope I don't forget the song. And then I get on stage and you sing from start to finish, not forgetting the song, knowing that there has to be a reason why we're doing this, why I'm here this morning, and hopefully I'm touching somebody who's listening to this. And I can go 20 years like some Calypsonians and never win the Calypso crown, but I want to know that when I finish this journey, or when I decide, okay, yeah, I've had enough, that I know that I've left an impact. The footprints I've left in the sand is that people can see that Calypso is much more than the lavway, much more than the picong, as they say in Trinidad, is much more than the trying to target one person in particular or target a sect of people, but rather it is about showing that there is hope in the midst of all this darkness that we are seeing. And I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for the support. Just want to take this opportunity while I'm here. Wednesday we have Stardom Calypso 10. We have the Calypsonians who are going to be presenting the semi-finals songs. So just before semi-finals on Saturday, that's coming up, we're gonna have the Calypsonians there. So, and also it's a sponsors night. So there may be some sponsors are going to come and give us some entertainment, like we saw what happened last year. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But I just want to encourage persons who are listening to the song of my voice. If you have not taken a moment to listen to my glory story, I want you to take a moment and just sit down, listen, and understand that while the name says My Glory Story, it is a sort of a double entendre. It's, yes, me file, my glory story. But when you listen as Hassan, it is your glory story. And I want you to personalize it and realize, hey, it is my glory story.
Indeed.
And understand that music is this kaiso, calypso, whatever you want to call it, is something that's bigger than all of us. And there's a reason why it has survived. Survived the test of times. We've seen hurricanes come and go. We've seen even in the middle of a pandemic, Calypso still survived, and we had a virtual show.
Right.
So people want their Calypso, and this is what we are here to do as Calypsonians, to represent, to empower, and most of all, to heal this nation that is ours.
Indeed, you heard it well said from the man File himself, on a mission of healing, not just through sonical music, but through his examples and inspiring others to understand that we too have our own journey that can help benefit others. And you can even take it deeper or even wider and extend it to Dominica, because Dominica herself has her own glory story.
Oh, yes.
So definitely. Let's just play your music one last time here. Time is already 10:56.
Yeah.
So time goes real quick when you're having a great conversation here. So File, the healer, this one is called My Glory Story.
In your compassion and trust I exist. This song of life we harmonize. With you my spirit forever flies. Realize everyone sees your glory, but no one knows your story. Through every battle you've been my shield. You're my medicine, I'm fully healed. Through every test our hearts unite. In your presence I find my light. Everyone sees your glory, but no one.
That is so true. They only see the rewards. They don't necessarily
Yeah.
see the work that you put in,
Yeah.
So
I mean, even Calypso, like the 20 Calypsonians that you're gonna see on Saturday night, every single one of them, some of them wrote their own songs, some of them had a writer who had to go through writer's block in some instances. Some of them had to go through trying to figure out, how should I put this in such a way that people are going to understand. There are writers who go through the struggle of being able to mask a song properly, and all we see on stage is 20 phenomenal performances that come and present themselves. Wow, yes.
Yeah, man.
I love that. I love this. And even the judges, each one of them has their story, what brought them to the point that they are on the stage they're judging this Calypso right now, and can resonate with all of these things. So when we as people are engaging in this grander scheme of things that is Calypso, and recognizing that this man, this woman, this Calypsonian that is on stage has something, a power that is behind them, that is pushing them. And one of the biggest powers is, of course, the crowd.
Yes.
Feeding off that energy, feeding off that that vibe that is there. And I'm grateful to the Dominican public, to all my fans who supported me thus far, who the kind words, and of course recognizing that we have a battle that is much bigger than us. And we cannot do it alone. We cannot try to say File should do it, or one Calypsonian in particular should do it, or one Dominican in particular should do it. It should be a united effort for us all to work towards achieving what it is that we want to achieve. And it starts with us first recognizing that we need to work together.
All
We
right.
need to love each other. And if we're not speaking words of love, peace and unity, and speaking words of togetherness, it's not going to work, because we can't continue fighting each other in negative ways and on negative platforms. But we have to be a connected being that is Dominica.
Right.
And she's bigger than all of us. She has her glory story too, Dominica.
Right.
And without us recognizing that story that is yours before me and you, we will not be able to fully allow her to achieve her fullest potential.
All right. So the new name of that song should now be recognized as Our Glory Story and not just My Glory Story. All right, man. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you. What is one of the things you want people to take away, not just listening to your song, but also come Wednesday and Saturday night. What is some of the things you want them to remember?
Definitely, Wednesday is we have Stardom Calypso 10 coming up on Wednesday, starting bang on time 8:30. So persons are welcome to come, get one final listen to Calypsos before Saturday to get some vibes. We have sponsors night then, so persons who are present will be able to get some additional entertainment to that of the 14 Calypsonians from Stardom Calypso 10 who are moving forward to the semi-finals. And on Saturday, 20 Calypsonians will be vying to get to that finals. 9 of us will be moving forward.
Yeah.
I'll be singing at number 3 on Saturday.
Okay.
So we've already dipped, so very soon you'll be and of course the Calypso Association has already started promo. So especially those of you in the diaspora who are not able to, there are a lot of options. Even DBS has pay-per-view options, so you can get online and see what exactly is going on in terms of the Calypso and judge for yourself. And I think it's going to be a very entertaining show. It was one of the biggest quarterfinals I've personally seen in years in terms of music, in terms of the quality of the Calypsos. And we'll see on Saturday when the 9 are selected what exactly is to come at the Grand Calypso finals. It's indeed a big undertaking for any Calypsonian.
Right.
I know many of us are already thinking, okay, there's a possibility we'll be in finals, so song number 2 is already underway. So,
Yes.
So we get in there, and whenever there is in fact this moment of us looking at this bigger picture, I tell people straight off that I'm a Calypsonian who is ready to fight for my country in any way, shape or form. So when you are ready for me to help you and to be there for you, call on me anytime. I'll be there.
All right.
So that's what it's all about.
All right, there you have it. It's been an absolute pleasure. And with those words, you say, see you another time, Mr. Healer.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Behind the scenes, I face my best with faith and hope. You dried my tears. The sacrifices I bravely made from your sanctuary. I never strayed. Every test, you showed the way. You lift my spirits, come what may. In times of struggle, you were my voice. In depths of pain, you're my only choice.